Hello and welcome to Chapter 6, Lesson 9, Estimating Quotients. Today our goal is that you would be able to estimate quotients using compatible numbers. And I just wanted to throw this little place value chart on here because we practiced it a while ago going from decimals to word form to expanded form, and I feel like some of us have kind of forgotten. So, when we have our decimal point, the first place to the left is the ones, right? We never really talked about the decimal point and what's after the decimal, what's to the right of the decimal point before. We always talked about ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, 10 millions, 100 millions. Then it would be billions, 10 billion, 100 billion, comma, trillions, 10 trillions, 100 trillions, comma, quadrillions, and so on. Okay, so we kind of talked about these houses. These are the ones house. This is the thousands house. This is the millions house. Then it would be the billions house. Then the trillions house. Okay, but we didn't. This is kind of new this year where we're talking about decimal places. Okay, so the first spot to the right is the tenths. Notice it's like 10 and it just adds that THS on it. Hundredths, hundredths, thousandths, and then it's the same. So it's tens, tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths, millionths, 10 millionths, 100 millionths. It's the same, it's just we skip the ones place. Okay, there's no oneths spot, but it goes the same kind of area, or kind of follows the same pattern as the whole numbers. It's got the THS on the end and we skip the ones. Okay, so like when we're having a hard time estimating, like let's say I have 78 and, see here, my name is and, 78 and 125. Now that 5 is in the thousandths place, so I'd say it's 125 thousandths. Okay, let's say we want to round it to the tenths place. Okay, so I'd underline the tenths place, circle the 2 that's in the hundredths place, and that 2 says keep it the same. So then my estimate is going to be 78 and 1/10. Well, what if I wanted to round it to the hundredths place? I'd underline my hundredths place, circle my 5 that's in the thousandths place, and that says add 1. So if I were to round this to the hundredths place, it would be 78 and 13 hundredths. Okay? So it's the same. Like all these numbers over here stay the same. It's just we're looking at that number that we're rounding to, and that's going to change, and the rest become zeros. So we don't even write them when we're doing decimals. We don't even write them down. They just disappear. Okay, really they're becoming zeros, but I don't need to put 0, 0 here and 0 here. I don't need to do that. Okay, so I just want to do a quick review on that because I'm a little concerned that we're forgetting that. So let's move on to estimating quotients. Okay, Miss Glover buys 2 kites for a total of $15.18. Okay, so we got 2 kites, and we got $15.18. If each kite costs the same, we need to know that. If we're going to do dividing or multiplying, we need to know that they all cost the same. Now it says about. Do they want an actual answer? No, they want an estimate. How much did the kite cost? Explain why your answer is reasonable. Okay, so I'm going to use compatible numbers because it says about. And when we're doing dividing and multiplying, we want to use numbers that are easy to work with. So if I'm doing $15.18 divided by 2, now I like working with 2, so I'm going to keep 2 the same. Okay, so now I'm going to look at my $15.18, and if I count by 2s, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, so 14 is close, and 16 is close. So then if I ask myself, well, which one's closer? Is 14 closer or 16 closer? Well, 16 is 18 cents closer than 14, so I'm going to choose 16. 16 divided by 2, 16 divided by 2 is 8. So $15.18 divided by 2 is about $8. Okay, so since 2 times 8 is 16, and 16 is very close, see here, the wavy equal sign means approximately equal to or close to. That means our answer is reasonable. And here's a helpful hint. Compatible numbers are numbers that are easy to compute mentally. Okay, let's try another one. 3 friends went out to dinner. The total cost of their meals was $32.57. If the friends split the bill evenly, about how much will each person pay? Explain why your answer is reasonable. Okay, so we have 3 friends, and we have a bill of $32.57. Okay, so 3, I don't mind working with 3. Let's keep it. It's a nice, easy number. Okay, and then if I count by 3s, I'm going to get to 30 and 33. The 32.57 is between 30 and 33, but it is much closer to 33. Okay, so I'm going to do 33 divided by 3, and that's going to get me 11. So each friend will pay about $11. Since 3 times 11 equals 33, and 33 is about 32.57, the answer is reasonable. All right, let's try another one. Another few, I should say. Okay, so here we go. 5, I like 5. Keeping 5 the same. Now I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, and 20. So 1950 is between 15 and 20. It's closer to 20. So I'm going to choose 20. 20 divided by 5 is 4. Okay, so our estimate is about 4. So 25. You know, I do like 25. I don't mind it, because I can count by 25, 50, 75, 100. That's easy enough. Now, I have to count by 25s, so 47.25 is between 25 and 50, if I'm counting by 25s. Closer to 50. 50 divided by 25 is 2. Okay, let's try another one. 16 and 8/10 divided by 4. 4, don't mind 4, okay? 4 is going to have me between between 16 and 20. So now if we ask ourselves, is 16 and 8/10 closer to 16 or 20? We know it's closer to 16. So my estimate should be about 4. Now over here it says describe another way you could estimate in example 2. So if I was looking at these, I could say, well, I don't know, I'd probably go 20, because I'd be a little nervous going up to 30. So then I'd have to round 47 to 30 or 60. It's not really anywhere near that. Although if I choose 22, or 20 also, sorry. If I choose 20, then it would be 40 or 60, which 40 is closer, I suppose. So I could do 40 divided by 20, right? Because 20 is close to 25. Technically speaking, I should round 25 up to 30 if I was rounding to the nearest 10. But this would get a closer answer. So 47, if I said, is it closer to 40 or 60? Well, 47 is closer to 40. So 40 divided by 20 equals 2. Are both estimates reasonable? Sure, but I like this one better because it's closer numbers. So, that's all that I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and please make sure you're taking good notes so that you can come in tomorrow, and I really think that helps you remember things better if you're writing them down. So remember, you can always pause the video and double check that you know what's going on. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.